Our workout today is going to be a heavier skill-based workout. We're going to be doing an every minute on the minute for 15 minutes. We're going to have 3 stations, and you can start at any station and cycle through. If we kind of spread it out so that you and your group of 3 start at different stations, we'll ensure that we have a lot more space throughout the floor, and that way we can actually feel a little bit more free to move as we go through these exercises. Now we're going to go ahead and kind of focus on shoulder fatigue. So just note that we are strategically placing these in a good spot so that as you move through each one of those minutes, you will start to feel fatigue where you need it. All right. So we're going to go ahead and start off. If you're starting from the top, it'll be 10 heavy wall balls. This means for the men, we're looking for 30 pounds if you normally throw a 20. For the women, it's going to be 20 pounds if you normally throw a 14. If you're somebody who scales regularly, go ahead and just take the next step up. If you usually throw a 10, go to 12. If you usually throw a 16, go to 20. And just challenge yourself to get those 10 reps done in as few sets as possible. If it's singles, great. Do the best you can to get it all 10 done within the minute. From here, we're going to move into a double dumbbell kettlebell or a dumbbell overhead walk. Okay, you can choose whichever one you'd like to do. And if we're going to be using dumbbells or kettlebells, we're going to go ahead and take these and we'll replace them up overhead. We're going to try to be in a nice straight line when we're walking. If you're somebody who is kind of pitching your belly button forward, your hips forward to support the belt over your hips, let's go ahead and try to change it. You can either do one up and one down if this is comfortable, or you can go ahead and walk with the dumbbell up overhead on one side. The goal here is to get a nice straight line from wrist, shoulder, hip, and heel. All right, so pressing up nice and tall as we walk. We're going to go ahead and walk 50 feet, place it in a 25-foot increment, and that way you can go ahead and play with it. Our last station is going to be a handstand walk. This is just a minute of play, whether that means that you're going to go ahead and walk over stairs and ramp. That might mean that you're going to walk over some walk around some cones and weave through those cones. Maybe you're just walking straight in a nice straight line so that you can just practice that. And even further, we can go ahead and just work on that stamina with most of our weight into our arms. We can take a dolly if you have it. You can use a towel and slide if your floor allows that. But we're going to go ahead. I like to place my knees down first, then get my feet on the deck of the dolly. I'm going to go ahead. You can start here. The lowest scale would be keeping yourself in a plank. But if you want to make it a little bit harder, you're going to go ahead and walk yourself across the floor with your body in a pike. All right. Again, try to use the hardest scale, but if you move through this and minute by minute, it gets a little bit more tiresome and you just scale down, absolutely do it. Again, this is really just getting time under tension with most of our shoulders, and then we'll go ahead and play around with some handstand walks. Good luck and have fun.